Greetings, tribe. So, I just came back in real quickly and I wanted to do a reading. I had a couple of things. I had actually did a couple of readings and ended up not posting them at all. But, and the reason why I kind of was upset in those readings, I kind of like, they kind of ruffled my feathers, and I'm trying to keep my energy down on a certain level, only because I felt like at this point, like, I feel like people should be tired by now. Tired of throwing things, right? And so I came in, I was like, you know what? I want to pull some cards. And I just want to see what messages are here, what my spirit team is trying to tell me at this time. Because it's so crazy. All day today. Good. No problems. Maybe I told myself, give myself some time, some grace, especially this weekend. I wanted to go out and just have fun. Like, don't think about anything too heavy. Just relax. And so today was kind of like almost the same type of energy. But I kept on telling myself, you know what, I want to do a reading. I really didn't do any. And then I was like, something's off about my energy. Like, and then I started to just recite why I am here, right? Why do I want to provide messages? Why am I here? And, sometimes you on more than one mission, but it's like the physical realm, I feel like, reflects differently than how the spiritual realm is. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't see that and understand that sometimes in the physical realm, in the spiritual realm, you're doing like real work. Some other different type of work. But out here in the physical, it may look like, hey, you're just a regular sales clerk. You're just a teacher. You're just a customer service rep. However, you're still doing work, right? You're doing work, whether it's out here in the physical or in the spiritual realm. Physically, it might also look like, hey, your work is just as simple as you have a pleasant smile, and every day you're pleasant every day. You don't let things get to you. You realize that in life, you walk with your wisdom. The lessons that you learned in life, you carry them with you. And your heart is light, right? And you have people who just want to take advantage, or I don't know. They feel like they can get away with certain things, not realizing like it's not just you out here. Like, spirit is out here working. Divinity is everywhere, whether it's in you, outside of you, everywhere, in between the spaces, right? So holding yourself upright it should be important to you in your life. Definitely should be. And you know what? I feel like someone was just throwing stuff, And it's so crazy because I'm sorry that people be spying. I get that. I know that because it be weird. It don't be just like this particular fly. I didn't see the fly at all throughout the whole day. Nothing. No door opening and closing. Nothing. Then all of a sudden, as I began to speak and just speak, the fly just comes from out underneath the bed. Nowhere. Just underneath. It lingers on the wall. I walk and get a whole magazine to smack it. It like dazed out. I feel like My collective, your light is bright. All right? They be confused. Even they spies be confused. So keep up the good work. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Keep moving. Keep doing the right thing. And you may need to speak up. Speak up about your purpose. Like, even if it's just with you and the divine. Because I speak with the divine all day. Like, that's my communication. That's who I talk to all day long. That's who I talk to all day long. So, when I pulled the cards today, I got judgment and competition. So I have judgment. The judgment card, you could say judgment, expansion, ascension, awakening, born again, epiphanies, your guides, right? Your spirit team. A sound an alarm letting you know that there's competition. Some form of competition is happening. Oh, and in the middle of me talking, like, it's so crazy. In the middle of me speaking this up in this fly, and I smacked the magazine. Now I said, okay, let me sit here and I wanted to do a reading then, right? So as I'm actually speaking, like doing my little intro and just talking, why didn't a lightning bug in the daytime come right on my windowsill? Illumination on that spine. Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right. And so clarity comes out with the truth. So let's see what kind of truth is. Tell us, Spirit. A new perspective. You got the Hangman. Or someone could be stuck. Let go and let God. This is a new perspective when it comes to this Knight of Pentacles, this slow-moving knight. Okay, aiming at that new perspective. There's some type of heartbreak. It flipped up, but it didn't come out, so I'm not taking it, but I just wanted to tell you. Okay, this flipped over, but it was definitely going to come out. And your resilience. And some form of anxiety. When it comes to this Wheel of Fortune. And these burdens. I'm looking at momentum. Okay. There seems to be some form of collaboration. Some burdens when it comes to a collaboration with the Queen of Pentacles and this repetitive work that she's been doing. So you got a Queen of Pentacles in your energy. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay. There's a judgment call on some type of competition, some repetitive task. When it comes to Hierophant wanted to come out, but then it just flipped over. All right. So let me tell you, because this repetitive work, and then it says, and then the Sun card comes out with illumination. But there was a couple of cards that flipped over, so I kind of just want to. So when it comes to your spirituality, seen regrets. Yeah. But it's been illuminated that someone is definitely doing some repetitive, they collaborated to do some repetitive task, which has been illuminated with the sun energy coming out for growth, for blessings. Sorry. Okay. Which cause endings. Right, so this repetitive task has caused endings, failures, ruins. There's that heartbreak and regret. Yeah, could try to cause you anxiety and illusions. Yeah, but they're definitely doing some type of spell work. They were definitely doing some type of spell work to cause you anxiety. Yes. Where you had to stand up, like stand in your, like set boundaries, stand your ground. Yeah. Yeah. They needed to slow you down. They needed to slow you down. So they tried to figure out different ways to slow you down, to cause you anxiety, right? But then things changed. Some fate changed. The Wheel of Fortune comes out, and then you have the 10 of Wands, which is burdens, due to this collaboration. So they're in regret. They're in burden. They have burdens due to this collaboration, this repetitive task that they kept on doing. I definitely want to say it's some type of, I don't know. She deals on this card. This Queen of Pentacles has a, like, you know, when they have those, what do you want to call it? Shrunken heads. A shrunken head in here in the bottle. So I feel like she does root work, right? Some type of something. Yeah, but it's a repetitive task that this was illuminated to cause endings to some form of illusions. Some type of illusions. Yeah, illusions, regrets, unclear focus. Yeah, due to a page of cups. Someone who's open-hearted. Yeah, dreamy, nostalgic. They wanted to have you have some form of turbulence when it comes to your open heart, right? So they kind of wanted you to be closed off about situations, not willing to like just be yourself or be in, you know, open to things, emotionally closed off. All right, this calls in Tower. Yeah, closed the Tower when it came to her collaborations. Some type of upheaval. Yeah. due to your Hierophant, due to your traditions, your beliefs, your spirituality, the trust you have in the divine. And walking away. To manifest, to set some form of intention, right? To walk away, to become the magician. They wanted to possess that. Or they wanted to manifest some type of fears. They wanted you to walk away from your spiritual traditions. This was the deception. So they tried to give you anxiety, burdens, illusions, yeah, to cause you upheaval when it comes to your spiritual gifts, your traditions. Well, some form of structure, right? It can also be structure. It could be a job. It could be something that you just have complete blind faith. It could be your own business. It can be, but this is the Hierophant, right? Something you have faith in. They wanted you to walk away. So that they can manifest a possession of deception. This deception came in Seven of Swords. Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking bad. Yeah. Some type of deception when it comes to this collaboration. But you actually see, this Three of Wands speaks about someone paying homage, right? I feel like you came into your personal strength, your own, like you went internal, you went in through your own faith, what you have, you know, trusting into the divine. You left the past behind and you embarked in a new journey. You're looking to the horizons. You're making new plans. In the past, I have the Six of... So, you established personal strength in the past. This could be just a past situation. Right? Some type of quick communication. I have Eight of Wands coming out. Sorry, past energy was the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. And then the Eight of Wands. So in the past, there was something speedy. You gained personal strength in the past quickly. This Queen of Cups. This compassionate, thoughtful, calm, poised, with introspection, compassionate Queen of Cups. Yeah. This is what they learned about you. That you had quick recovery. Then I have the King of Wands coming out, who's a visionary, a leader. He studies. He studies situations so that he can clear out any complex issues, you know. Someone that's a mentor, right? An advisor. Okay. In the past, this quick communication, when it came to this Queen of Cups, on how she learns to lead, right? And create, right? Using the law of nature, which is attraction and manifestation when it comes to the Empress. Beauty, love, caring. Yeah. Now, the Empress, even though she is full of love and has, you know, an abundance and creation, she also has a sword. She also has a shield here. So she is also very much protected. She uses creativity, creative process as a gift. The Empress. Right. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ace of Wands coming out with renewal. Yeah. Determination, creativity, willpower. Forging in, transforming this, bringing in fire, right? It got these people in regret. They in regret. Yeah. They see how you feel. I'm sorry, how you feel. I have the, I'm sorry. This Ace of Wands, this renewal, this determination, this potentness, this transmutation has this King of Swords in regret. There's a regret coming from a King of Swords. You can't, they can't stop you. They can't stop you, boo. This King of Swords wants to stop you, but they can't stop you. You just keep coming back. Just keep getting better and better. Yeah, they're in regret about this. Your Ten of Pentacles, baby. They ain't regret about your Ten of Pentacles because they know you coming in strong with this Ten of Pentacles. Pardon me. So I'm back. All right, so let me just do a real run through real quickly. All right, so judgment was called on this competition. There's clarity about a new perspective about this slow moving night, right? And the boundaries that had to be set due to some form of attacks that were being done. The wheel has changed, the Wheel of Fortune came out and the wheel is turned due to these burdens that this Queen of Pentacles, due to these burdens of collaboration when it came to a Queen of Pentacles, okay? And this repetitive task, it was illuminated that are fulfillment of endings. So basically this repetitive work that she was doing, all it did was illuminate endings to some form of illusion. Some form of illusion when it comes to a Page of Cups. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. When it comes to endings, endings, Ten of Swords. And then you have the Seven of Cups. And then the Page of Cups. So this was the work, was to cause some form of illusions, right? Or to make your choices look like they were some form of illusion, like you weren't making the best decisions. But this actually, that your open-heartedness, that the way you are a giver, right? You are someone that is open-hearted, so someone who's thoughtful, right? This calls a tower moment when it came to this structure. Could be a structure, religion, belief system. I have the Hierophant that came out, right? And this is what you walked away from. When you walked away, there was, they were manifesting for you to be attached to some type of deception. Okay? For you to be possessed. I have the Four of Pentacles, and due to some type of deception, right? Now, at this time, it seems like you are in your personal strength. You have the Three of Wands. Okay? You're standing in your personal strength. In the past, they've seen how quickly this Queen of Cups learned. Okay, so they were trying to learn. Somehow, I don't know why I felt like this. They were trying to learn your gift, right? They were trying to learn your inheritance, what you have, your legacy, your good fortune, right? I feel like something got mixed up here or there. The King of Wands comes out, which is a visionary, right? Speaks about leadership when it comes to this Empress, right? Who's actually using her creative process as a gift, right? So she uses different things. You would say She knows how to transmute. She knows how to alchemize. She knows when to invest, right? She's abundant. So she has that mindset of growth. So she knows how to grow. All right. And her renewal, her determination, her creativity, her willpower. I have the Ace of Wands coming in, forging in. Yeah. They're in regret. They're in regret due to your authority. Oh, I'm sorry. Due to your authority when it comes to your legacy. It moved up. But it's due to your legacy. Right? And then when I was shuffling, these two came out. This is the High Priestess and her independence. So it's speaking about you, the High Priestess, and your independence. How you're moving through this. Your Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, High Priestess came out, Nine of Pentacles. Your death and rebirth. And the Devil came out in reverse, that you have nothing attached. You have no attachments. You have no karma. You have, not saying that you don't have any attachments at all, right? But at this time, you are in your North Node. You have a death, a rebirth. And then you have the Devil coming out in reverse. Liberation. Release from bondages, right? So release from your old patterns. Release from things that may have been attached to you in the past. Old stories, old things that were spoken of. Or even rumors they created based on things that were spoken of, not realizing. This is justice. Yeah, to bring you a 10 of Cups. This is justice. Let's see what this 10 of Cups is. I almost wanted to say it, but 10 of Cups when it comes to your King of Cups. Because we have the Queen of Cups, now we have the King of Cups coming out. So they can be a couple, or it can be your masculine and feminine energy, right? Because it did speak about the High Priestess being an independent energy. So being in her divinity, her masculine, and her, or understanding the masculine and feminine side, the shadow and the light, right? I have a Queen of Cups, a Queen of Swords coming out. This is clarity, this is truth. All right, let's see who this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Swords is. Why is this Queen of Swords here? She's cutting through the cords. She's cutting through the bullshit. She's letting you know where this High Priestess stands. Okay, we got a Queen of Swords. Transitioning, moving away from a situation. Trying to go into calmer waters. I have a Knight of Wands rising to challenges. Sometimes people may look at it as rising to a challenge for their overflowing cup. That's you, High Priestess. You're standing in your truth. You're doing what you got to do. Got your overflowing cup. And that, and an overflowing cup, your Ace of Cups. This is blessings. This is faith. This is love. This is dreams. Bringing your dreams into reality, right? This is your true nature as the Four of Cups comes in. Right. Four of Cups speaks of boredom, disillusions. Speaks about true nature also. Daydreaming. Your subconscious. I have, as soon as true nature, subconscious, your psyche. I have the Knight of Cups coming in. This Knight of Cups is a deep diver. So he goes in deep into your psyche, into your subconscious. He's psychic. He has actually two fishes here. Speaks about the subconscious. So this is not just who you are. This is who you are subconsciously. And this is victory. You have victory. You have success. Triumph. Honor. When it comes to this heartbreak and what was hidden. You had to retreat. You had to recover. You're in solitude. You had to withdraw from situations to gain stability. Due to this trap when it comes to a King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Due to some trap when it comes to your success and your confidence. That looks like this is the ending of the reading. I hope you enjoyed a feeling left out in the cold. So judgment has been called on this competition, this conflict. And there's clarity that has been set when it comes to some type of deceit. Speaks about a Queen of Pentacles. Right? Justice came in. You have an overflowing cup. You have awakened. You're aligned. You are in alignment. Be excited. Congratulations. You made it. Right. So keep going. Seems like everything is going in a beautiful direction for you. You are connected to your Ten of Pentacles, your legacy. All right. And all it is trapping you into your, for success and your confidence. I don't know. I feel like I just really want to, one more time. Let me just see. Okay. But equal give and take. I hope everyone have a wonderful night. Sleep. I'm going to upload this tomorrow after I review it. But definitely you have learned some lessons. You have gone through it. You have learned how to stand in your truth, right? You are the Empress. You are the High Priestess. You are abundant. I always feel like the High Priestess, if you notice in the regular Rider-Waite, she has like the pomegranates in the back. So the High Priestess is abundant with knowledge, right? Definitely. But it looks like some equal give and take is coming in for you. So congratulations. Be blessed. Good night. Greetings, tribe. I decided to pull out a Shaman Dream deck. I wanted to see if there were any messages when it came to the Shaman Dream Oracle deck. Especially when it came to this last reading, some advice. For the Justice. Resignating. Have the Well song. And Vanishing Mirror, Ego. Sublimination. So, a vanishing mirror. Any other advice? Radical acceptance. Wow. So it seems with all that upheaval, right? See, some people, they only cause these issues because it's turmoil within themselves and they can't see anything else any different. So let's say you come in and you give a different energy. They are not they don't expect that. They've never seen that before. Some people don't realize it's making me feel like one time I went to a party, right? And it was this young girl. You know, when I get dressed and I get myself all together, sometimes I really look younger than I really am, right? And, you know, I appreciate young people because I have children that are adult children. And this young girl, she was, I guess she was local, like a local celebrity type person. And I came into the party and, you know, I looked nice. I was doing my thing. I was talking to people. I'm very, you know, open. I speak to people. I'm not a closed-hearted person or, you know, don't associate. So I happened to speaking to these two gentlemen, and this young girl, she kind of like interjected in the conversation. So I kind of wanted to give her the stage. And then she proceeded to say, oh, you look like you got a problem with me. And I was like, no, sweetie, I think you look absolutely fabulous at this time. I actually want to give you as much energy as possible. It seems like you're needing that. So I definitely want to give you the center stage. It is your world, right? And see, I feel like it's that type of surprise energy. Like somebody just giving you the stage instead of actually saying, oh no, this is my world. This is how things is going to be. Like sometimes you can get more love by giving love instead of taking something away from someone, right? So she thought she was taking something away until I gave it completely to her. And then when I gave it to her, right, she was kind of like thrown back. She didn't even know how to really respond. And then the two gentlemen, for the whole night, they laughed. They said that was a good one. You did something that they've never, like, she's never experienced someone giving her. She always seemed to always have to take it, right? So you have people who do things like that. They cause trauma, they cause pain, they cause strife into people's lives, but because they've never received certain things with love, right? They've always had to take. So I hope you resonated, right, with that situation, or understand that, sometimes when people try to take, judgment will be called on them. You don't even have to do anything, Their own decisions will cause their own turmoil, their own destruction, while you sit back. Remember, you walked away. When you walked away, guess what? They had to sit in their turmoil, okay? They had to sit in their destruction. Anyway. Oh, let me see what it says here. 61. Resignating. I'm just going to read the top. I'm not going to read the whole thing, just to make this really quickly, because I'm going to attach this to the ending of this reading. Remembering, harmonizing, and resonating. There are moments in life when you have a sense of deja vu, that you visit this place and these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. So, new opportunities coming around. When one door ends, when one door closes, another one opens. So, I love it. All right, 58, which is vanishing mirror, ego sublimation, sublimation. Okay, 58. And ego sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness and becoming a vessel of possibility, right? Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? So just like being in the known and the unknown, right? Things that you're familiar with and things that you're unfamiliar with, as I spoke about people being unfamiliar with certain things about you. So, taking yourself out of situations sometimes will help. This is good advice. Taking yourself, like how I took myself out of the attention she was trying to give, and I gave it to her. It's actually, it gave a reverse effect, because it allowed other people to see how much attention she actually was requiring, versus someone who actually get it naturally, right? And then it says, the next is beloved, radical acceptance. So I know this spirit talking to you, talk about radical acceptance. You in there, girl. Or man. Okay, it says beloved, object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. So, after moving on, stepping into Empress, High Priestess, okay? Lining up, answering the call. Have radical acceptance of self more than anything. I think for me, having acceptance of myself, I've never, I'm not saying that there was, of course, times where I wanted validation, right? Who doesn't want validation or acceptance? I feel like being accepted is a validation, but I want to give something else that I actually noticed and realized even within myself that I'm realizing that I have to stop, all right? Because it's something that's within me, and I'm sure it's within you because you are part of my collective. When you are the trendsetter, right, or the trender, right, a lot of people who are trending are not accepted at first. They don't, no, they're not gonna like you first. No, I remember being ahead of time when it came to fashion when I was very young, but because I watched a lot of like different fashion shows and different things, and I got a lot of epiphanies like, oh, I think that's cute, I'm gonna do that just because. And then eventually, years to come late, I was wearing it before it came out. Upsetting myself, okay? Upset because at the time I didn't care because it was, whoever I am, who I am, period. And at the same time, people used to tease me. Would tease me. And then 2 years later, year later, they wearing the same pants or the same shirts that I was wearing. So when you're the trendsetter is what I want to say, or you're setting a trend, or you're expressing yourself in a way that may be not familiar, or don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Sometimes people have to catch up to you. You don't have to catch up to them. So you don't need that validation, right? You are beloved. You are the radical acceptance of self, of you, right? So standing upright, always be upright. Make the best choices, best decisions. We all out here growing and learning. Have a good night. I hope all of this has resonated. I'm sure this has affirmed someone. Please hit the like and the subscribe. Like my video. Subscribe. Okay? Peace and love. Good night.